I really messed up. In fact, I think it's safe to say that few people will have the opportunity to mess up to the degree that I did this summer. I made a multitude of pretty terrible, really bad, like awful, no good, very bad decisions that will affect me in a multitude of different ways. Like I can already name a couple off the top of the head. First of all, I'm short $20,000. That's this many digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First off, do you realize how much money $20,000 is? People have won less money on game shows than I lost. I could go down the street right now to Gumby's Pizza and buy 1,000 extra large pizzas for the amount of money I lost from not checking one email. I usually don't make videos like this. I figured this would be a good topic to talk about though, because hopefully it's a cautionary tale to incoming and current college students. Don't let this be you. It's not fun. In fact, the pit in my stomach is getting deeper and deeper as we get closer and closer to the beginning of the semester. But before we can really talk about how I lost this money, right? Where it went and what this email was, let's first discuss how I got this money in the first place so that you can kind of get the full picture, right? So we got to go way back to my junior year of high school. At this point, I kind of already decided where I want to go, what I want to study. Broadcast journalism at Mizzou, right? We're looking at the in-state tuition, we're looking at board, all these different things, and I'm realizing I work part-time at the YMCA and I make YouTube skits. How exactly am I going to pay for this? Well, first thing I'm going to do is get good grades, place well on the ACT, right? Get the automatic scholarships. But then my mom, do you know like the symbol monkey in Toy Story 3 that's like watching the cameras? I don't know how that woman did it. Mom, you are amazing. Basically, she had a spreadsheet, right, that we put together of like every single scholarship, local scholarships, private scholarships, city scholarships, scholarships just for journalism. She's got them all down. She's got the opening date, the deadline written down. We're just going down the list, exit out, exit out, exit out. And as somebody who likes to make skits and YouTube videos like this, my writing is excellent. It's what I like to do in my free time anyway. So we're hammering these bad boys out. One scholarship is sent, one scholarship's in the mail, scholarship packet for schools, all filled out, right? We get to scholarship night, right? And I learned that some schools don't do this, which is really unfortunate. But for those who aren't aware, scholarship night basically is a day where all the seniors at the school sit together, parents are allowed to attend, and any scholarship that a senior has won, they're awarded in front of their peers and in front of the school. They go to us and we get like a plaque, take a picture, yada, yada, yada. I get there and I am like bawling out. Like I was like the Michael Jordan of private scholarships, right? Like it was to the point where I get up, I take my picture, by the time I'm back to my seat, they call my name again. Thank you, Mom, for like giving me so many opportunities. Like they literally, one of the scholarships said, the winner of this scholarship is not Tyson Ellison. Which I thought was kind of crazy. But yeah, so the private scholarships I was awarded, my mom really was helpful in that process, right? Like obviously I'm filling out scholarships too, and I'm getting my schoolwork done, but like when they become available, all that, I'm terrible with deadlines. That's important. I'm very bad with deadlines. You'll need to remember that for the rest of the story. But as we progress through, right, now I come to my freshman year at Mizzou. Tuition's all paid for, room and board is paid for, books paid for, and with thanks to estimated cost of aid, right, they don't just take all your private scholarships away that you earn. You're able to get refunds back, and then you can spend it on school supplies, on rent, and basically pocket it and put it away for until you need it, right? Like you're gonna use it for school anyway. It's college. It's one of the most expensive things you can possibly buy. A majority of the scholarships that I won are renewable, which is fantastic news. I have earned the scholarship money for all 4 years of my college career. And so I came in with enough dual credits to skip a semester so I can graduate and maybe even get my master's degree within the 4 years of renewable scholarships, right? Again, keep that in mind. These private scholarships, I'm able to renew every single semester according to them, right? So I'm set. I get an internship. I start working, reporting for the news. There's a whole playlist you can watch of like my journey through the news ranks, I guess. So we get through the summer, get through the fall, get through the spring semester, right? Win the Cotton Bowl, go volunteer at Boise State. Another day, I was checking my email, right? I'm checking my email because now for my internship, I got to check if there's anything I need to do at the station, if I can help produce, if there's anything I can learn. As I'm doing this, right? I'm like, that's strange. It's an email from the university. I'm not really sure what I expected it to be, other than here's what next semester is going to look like. And sure enough, I click on the email. It's basically a profile of what the budget's going to look like for next semester. But it was really strange because the final number wasn't zero in the balance. So I start scratching my head. Right, this is strange. I have enough renewable scholarships where I'm getting refunds. Where did all that money go? Or when will it be applied so that I can pay for summer school? Because as an athlete, you have to go take a summer school class so you can participate in practice. So I'm thinking this is really strange. However, I have zero knowledge of what the financial process looks like. So again, I call my mom, who works in finance, or has for a long time. She's got a lot of knowledge and wisdom about these things. That's why she was so knowledgeable about the scholarship area. So call mom. Hey mom, I'm gonna forward you this email, and tell me if it looks a little bit strange. So she looks at the email. I actually bring my laptop to her house because she saw the email. She's like, oh, come here. I get to her house. We open the email again. She's like, this doesn't make sense. I'm like, I know it doesn't make sense. I have applied for all these renewable scholarships and won them. I don't understand where the money's coming from. She's like, yeah, actually, can I see your applications? I'm like, well, yeah, but I'll have to go back to my personal account. They wouldn't be on my student account because I applied for them in 2023, before the fall. So my mom, like literally, like this side eye, she looking at the laptop and gives me one of these. What? And I repeat myself, right? I applied for the scholarships in 2023. I'll have to change emails. Like, that's not a big thing. I'm just gonna have to log out of one email, log back into the other one. She's like, no, that's not what I mean. When did you apply for them? 2023, right? Before I was in college. And like my mom, like the color of my mom's face, like she's Puerto Rican, she just looked like ghostly. Tyson, you didn't renew your scholarships? What? Renew? So there was some confusion, clearly. What had happened was, sure, I had earned the scholarships, right? But for some of them, you just have to reapply, and if you've won, you'll be accepted. But some, like, for example, the Bright Flight Scholarship, you only take the ACT in high school, so it auto-applies throughout your college career. So that's what I thought would happen with the private scholarships, right? Unfortunately, and unbeknownst to me, which possibly is because everything was going in one ear and out the other ear, like literally through my head. During the scholarships and the college selection period of my life, I didn't realize that these private scholarships, you must go back and contact and reapply. Or some of them were as simple as I need to sign an online document or mail my signature by the deadline. Okay, well, let's go ahead and handle that now. So I take my laptop back to Columbia, which is where I am now. and I'm typing away, I'm looking at the deadline, or I log into Scholarship Universe. And it was really weird because there was only one scholarship available. So I'm like, okay, that's strange. Right, I'm still in my personal email. Switch back to college email. There's still only one scholarship in the thing. When there's usually, like thousands. Like, think of how many possible scholarships there is. There's a tall scholarship, a brown hair scholarship, probably a blonde scholarship, ginger scholarship, left-handed scholarship, short people scholarship, non-athletic scholarship. Because you play tennis left-handed, there's a scholarship from a left-handed tennis player that probably wants to give out like $12,000 because some of these are probably real, or like rubber band scholarship. If you have a favorite rubber band, send a picture of it in. This rubber band collector will give you a scholarship so you can keep collecting rubber bands. Like, I've seen a lot of ridiculous scholarships, but there's only one available for like a study abroad trip with a certain professor. I'm like, that's strange. Call my mom again. Hey, did you at least reach out to Delta Sigma Theta about their scholarship and whether or not you can renew that? I'm like, okay, when's the deadline? When was the deadline, she says? Probably February 20th, somewhere around that time, early spring semester. I'm like, oh, well, I was going to do it now. But now, in this conversation was about 2 weeks ago, which is way past February, in case there was any discussion or any confusion. February was months ago. But that's the first deadline, right? Sure. So I'm like, okay, I missed that one. And that one alone was $3,500 gone, like that, because I didn't apply. I missed the deadline. I had thought that because I got $3,500 those first 2 semesters and I didn't have to do anything in between, that it would continue throughout my college career and I would just keep earning the money. But no, gone. So immediately, that's a couple grand. So I felt the pangs in my chest, right? Vision goes a little blurry. That's like 4 PlayStation 5s I could have got. Gone. Okay, that's fine. I had piled up scholarships anyway, so now I can use some of the ones that I didn't use last year. No, I can't. As I continue to go back through my email, I'm getting reminders of deadlines approaching and deadlines coming up that I completely missed. Because I see Scholarship Universe, I see, okay, well, if it's not a financial statement, I have already applied for enough scholarships where I don't have to worry about paying for college, right? Like, it's already handled. It's been since high school. Wrong. Because I didn't apply, because I didn't reapply, and hold on, I don't want to lie, so let me look this information up before I say it. Okay, so 1-year tuition at the University of Missouri costs anywhere from around $14,000 to $17,000, according to the Mizzou website. I lost out on 20 grand. I literally misplaced college tuition and then some. Like, with some despair to buy rent, right? All gone. Disappeared off the face of the earth because I missed the deadlines. Like, one was gone. And I'm like checking through these emails and the pit in my stomach just keeps growing and growing. And like I can't swallow because all of it is gone. Just completely gone. Because I wasn't checking my email periodically. Or I would leave some and it would end up in spam. And now all that money that I worked hard for, all those essays that I wrote, they mean nothing. Like, they're completely useless. I'm going to have to reapply next year for these scholarships, which I'm going to have to start doing in like November, right? Because now I actually am paying attention to the returning student scholarships, and the deadlines are in like November. And I was checking in June. That's almost half a year difference from when I was looking to when I should have been finishing all of my essays, right? And organizing the information. So, have you ever held $20,000? Do you know what it feels like to watch 20 grand disappear in front of your eyes? Or like to be given $20,000 and it to be taken straight back from you, like, it's not one of those things where I could be like, I really put my best effort into it, and even though I didn't get the scholarship, I'm really glad that I tried my best. They gave it to somebody else who deserved it more. No! This is not one of those live without regret situations, right? I had the money. Here, it was like within a 6-inch distance from my face is how close that money was. And I just completely dropped the ball. I don't know if they'll probably like re-reward it to somebody for this year, but I'm not getting it. I won't touch a cent of that money, which is unfortunate. Like, seriously. It would be better if I at least like got the 20 grand in cash and like could dump it somewhere. Like just like put it in a blender or like one of the crusher machines or the hydraulic press, so I like get some content or entertainment out of it. But no, I just like felt dread. Like I had that conversation with my mom, who also, right, went through so much work to make sure that these opportunities were there for me. Just for me to be the reason, like there's so many reasons in life that things go wrong. There's a lot of external factors you can blame, but it's so much worse because I have nobody to blame except myself. So, moral of the story, check your email. Nothing is ever done for good. So, like, college students, make sure you're checking for these scholarships. And I just feel, like, defeated. Like, I literally just burned away a lot of money. But better luck next year. I'm blessed enough to be in a situation where everything's okay, though, right? Like, I still have these next 2 semesters figured out, which is great. And the video business is going well. I'm doing weddings and highlight videos and things like that. And, it's not a hobby anymore. It's like my actual job, which is so amazing to say. I've been doing this since 8th grade. And, times like these, it really pays off to have something that you invested a lot of time in to be able to support you when other things go wrong. Or not even when things go wrong, when I do something wrong and I have something to fall back on. That's comforting to know. So, that's my piece. I hope this doesn't happen to you, and I hope that you will consider subscribing if you're still here. Like and subscribe, because monetization, we're close, and that is very important at this time that this channel gets monetized. So thank you. Share this video if you laughed, or if you can laugh at me. That's okay too. I understand. But see ya. I gotta go back to work.